racing wheel to wheel, concentrating on driving right. And then red arrow appeared on screen, so I looked round in a state of fright. I saw his front wing, he's mad, a diver and a fighter. I left him space and then switched back, challenging each other. I say, we don't like racing, yeah. Oh no, we love it, yeah. Yeah, we don't like racing, yeah. No, no, we love it, yeah. Hey, when you walk through our doors, you got to show some respect. Those are wheel-to-wheel wars. You outplay or get outplayed. Other time, well, I made mistake and had to chase the front runner. Group ahead, I had to overtake. So I said, Mom, grab the camera. She said, you're 40, grow up. I focus on my moves and slalom past them. I'll prove I've got all that it takes, there's no excuse. Well, unless I lose. I say, we don't like racing, yeah. Oh no, we love it, yeah. Yeah, we don't like racing, yeah. No, no, we love it, yeah. Hey, when you walk through our doors, you got to show some respect. Those are wheel-to-wheel wars. You outplay or get outplayed. Today it really was going great, but I had small problems with router. I left mid-session to reconnect. Couldn't get back at all to my car. Green light, don't see it, I want it. They still not fix this issue, I reconnect. To see it, communicate with online services. Online service, online service, online service, online service. I say, we don't like EA. Yeah. Oh no, we hate it. Yeah. Don't like Codemasters, yeah. No, no, they're both shit, yeah. Hey, it now baffles me how some issues stay with no fix, and when new patch comes, they still don't change me when I beat. Their name is EA. There's a thing about them, I play F1 game. I love racing from my armchair, that feeling rocks. But often game sucks, and they do not care to repair. Cause they do not give a damn about me. Cause I'm just a player, dirtbag baby. Yeah, I'm just a player, dirtbag baby. They just want all my money, baby, from me. curb is a dick. The worst is back one. In Spain truck limits are shit. Exploit is free in Japan, and when damaged we AI won't touch that thing, and they do not care to repair, 'cause they do not give a damn about me. 'Cause I'm just a player, dirtbag baby. Yeah, I'm just a player, dirtbag baby. They just want all my money, baby, from me. Oh yeah, dirtbag. Oh, good gameplay is what I'm missing. Oh yeah, dirtbag. Oh, good gameplay is what I'm missing. Man, I just won't fall. I love F1 too much, and lo and behold, looks like there is new patch. I hope for my sake they removed mistakes and finally fixed their own game. And maybe they give a damn about me. We've got new update for you to download, baby. We added new sponsors, cosmetics, maybe. We didn't fix your issues, baby. Fuck you. Oh yeah, dirtbag. Oh, good gameplay is what I'm missing. Oh yeah, dirtbag. Oh, good gameplay is what I'm missing.
There is a star that lights the road. Will it take me to the end? Well, I don't know. But for one last time, I'll take this ride and just drive. I wanna be the only one to make it to the light. I'll take it to the edge and ride, die 1,000 times. And maybe I could be the one riding to the setting sun tonight. Just drive. Breathing out or breathing in. Broken down, but I will live to fight again. For one last time, I take this ride and just drive. I wanna be the only one to make it to the light. I'll take it to the edge and ride, die 1,000 times. But maybe I could be the one riding to the setting sun tonight. Just drive. There is a star that lights the road. Will it take me to the end? Well, I don't know. I wanna be the only one to make it to the light. Super Max, Max, Super Max, 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 Super Max, Max, Super Max, 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 Super Max, Max, Super Max, 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 Super Max, Max. Ik mis geen race, heb scheid aan mijn centen. Ik zie Max zijn mooiste momenten. Hij is de king van Barcelona. Rijdt alles zoek van Spa tot Monza. De geur van rubber en smeltend asfalt. Ik juich als Max weer één voorbij knalt. Zijn inhaalacties zijn bijzonder. Het is een baas, een wereldwonder. Yo fucking ho, niet meer normaal. Hij is een held en gaat maximaal. Fucking bizar, een fenomeen. Hij gaat naar de top, Max is de nummer 1. Yo fucking ho, niet meer normaal. Hij is een held en gaat maximaal. Fucking bizar, een fenomeen. Hij gaat naar de top, Max is de nummer 1.
Bizar! Fucking bizar! Jaren zit je naar dingen te kijken en te hopen. En daar is hij. Max Verstappen in de laatste bocht in Barcelona. Yo hey! Yo ho!
Max, 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 Super Max, Max, Super 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 Max, 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 Super Max, Max. Jarenlang zit je te kijken en te hopen op succes. Zodra je Max ziet racen op de baan, dan denk je yes. Hij is niet te passeren, niemand krijgt het cadeau. Hij is een pure racer, vang ze op en goed no.
Hij is de nieuwe baas.
Hij is de nieuwe baas.
Max is de nieuwe baas.
Hij is de nieuwe baas.
Ja, wij gaan helemaal los.
Hij is de nieuwe bos. Super Max, ik ben apetrots. Yo fucking ho, niet meer normaal. Hij is een held en gaat maximaal. Fucking bizar, een fenomeen. Hij gaat naar de top, Max is de nummer 1. Yo fucking ho, niet meer normaal. Hij is een held en gaat maximaal. Fucking bizar, een fenomeen. Hij gaat naar de top, Max is de nummer 1.
Yo, fucking hell, wat bizar. Ongelooflijk. Sportoverwinningen zijn zo mooi. En deze is de allermooiste die ik in mijn leven gezien heb. Jongen, jongen, jongen.
Max, 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 Super Max, Max, Super 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 Max, 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 Super Max, Max.
Yo, fucking hell, wat bizar.
Mic test. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Division 2, Round 10 in Portugal. We're getting to the back end of the season now, Round 10 of 13, so only 2 more races left after this. Is this Round 10? Or is it Round 11? Sorry, 12 races, thinking of the sprint. Yeah, so 12 races this season. We've got Vegas and Brazil left after this. Brazil is the final race, and it is a sprint race. Hello, Manic. Manic says Liam Lawson, bottle time. You're in the right car for it. You're in the Red Bull. What is the weather like, though? That is the big question. Let's have a look. Sunny. Tell you what, I'm going to ask the guys dead quickly once I'll set this up, just for a weather update.
2%.
Is it
Yeah,
raining in the race?
In
chance.
theory, it might rain in the end of the race because it's after 45 minutes, it's 30% for rain in the race.
Okay, so if there's
And
a
after
safety car.
60 minutes of race, there's 83% of rain.
Okay, so if we get a
And
safety
at the
car,
start,
high
it's
chances.
8%.
And no rain in quali?
No,
No,
no
no
rain
rain.
in quali.
Cool, thank you. There we are. So rain towards the back end of the race. If we do get a safety car, that will increase the chances as we're driving a lot slower. Here we got Elezu, who is out first. Yeah, I'm just going to slightly decrease the volume. Right, so we have that Aston Martin out first. We have got long full quality today. So we'll see 3 people leave Q1. Elezu car number 99. And that beautiful Aston Martin green colour. Very tricky Portugal. A lot of inclines. Especially as you come through the second sector, some of the corners are quite blind. Indecisive braking points. This is the corner I hate the most. That final corner as you come around that hairpin. As Elezu starts what is going to be his first lap of qualifying. As we head down the main straight, burning a bit of his ERS. First corner is going to be an important one. I think we'll see a lot of people invalidate here. Sticks the curb, goes over the line, but doesn't invalidate. This is also a very important corner. You've got to try and keep some speed through there and keep the momentum up the hill onto the straight, which is the second DRS straight. Heavy braking zone. Elezu goes deep, misses the apex. Also, you've got to be careful you don't invalidate on the exit there. Similar to turn 3, you got to try and keep the pace going up the hill there. Ria started to step out just a little bit. It's all about being able to maintain that speed on this track. As, oh, I thought that was going to be an invalidation. He's got away with it. At the moment, the lap will still count. Down to second gear for the final few corners. And now it's flat out to the line. I think his teammate Baguette will be next to cross the line. Oh no, he's on an out lap. Crosses the line, sets a 1:18.4. Next to cross the line is going to be Void, who caught in a bit of an oversteer moment there. Put down, burning the last bit of ERS he has remaining. He's a far way away from the apex there in the final corner. Crosses the line, goes second with a 1:19.3. Twiggy is going to be next. Oh, Twiggy just starting his lap, never mind. Alfie goes P2 with an 18.5. And then JW Curtis tops the charts with a 17.6. Next across the line is going to be Jundi, who's doing a run on the mediums. He's set for 19.5. Who got boarding round final corner? It's Morgana. She's about to start her first lap of the session. Meanwhile, Manic Memory is coming around the final corner to finish his. Burning the last bit of ERS. DRS open for a short while. He goes P2 with a 17.6. Good lap from him. Daniel will be next across the line. Goes P3 with an 18.1. Baguette, I think, is next going to cross the line. Coming around the final corner. Oh no, is it going to be Nando Loris? He's on an out lap. We have a McLaren of Lazarus. He goes P8 with a 19.8. Can Baguette beat that? Yes, he can. He goes P6 with an 18.5. Good job from him. Which means Twiggy's next to me across the line. Still got a lot of ERS remaining. Goes P3 with a 17.9, just in the 17s. We've got the Ferrari Alfie on his way back into the pits. Have we got anybody on a lap at the moment? We've got Morgan. She's coming around the final few corners. Trying to use as much as that ERS as possible. Overtake mode on. She goes 5th fastest, so 2/10 behind Baniel in the Ferrari. Who have we got on a lap at the moment? We've got the big Spartan. Everybody else on an out lap. He's only in the first sector, down in the first DRS straight. Into the hairpin he goes, braking around 75 metres. Nice and tidy through that corner, not going deep. Alfie says he's pleased with his lap. Currently P7 at the moment. Hopefully that will see you through into Q2. Oh, oversteering. The big Spartan struggled to get the power down. And I think that is where a lap is going to be made or lost. It's that corner very nicely. It's quite an indecisive braking point, quite a few different lines you can take. Coming up towards his teammate Jundy, who's on the medium tyres, so I imagine he's going for multiple runs. AlphaTauri Wolf about to start his lap. Comes to the line, taking the short route. Goes P4 with a 17.9, just. Who we got crossing the line next? Morgan on our way into the pits. Rajvosa, our winner in... Where did we race last week? Singapore. Singapore, yeah. Winner Rajvosa and driver of the day. He's going to cross the line. Where can he put his V-carb? P1 with a 16.922. Wow, 7/10 above JW Curtis. Very good effort from him. Next, we're going to have Tarush Steri. Didn't race last week, but he's back this week. And he feels like he's got a lot of pace. Raced in D1 yesterday, got a 10-second time penalty. The spin in the pit lane, but crosses the line and goes P2 with a 17.2. AlphaTauri Wolf is going to be next across the line. Manic, my lap was okay, but yeah, not perfect. Where are you currently? P4, that'll see you through into Q2. Crosses the line, only 12 fastest from the McLaren driver. Jundy's next across the line, still on these medium tyres. Is he improving? Only by a 10th. So, Cayenne invalidated, but I think he's only on an out lap. Wide Vader's finally made his way onto the track, our championship leader. So, Cayenne, P2 in the championship at the moment, enters into turn 1. Takes a lot of curb. Oh, careful not to invalidate there. Surprised we've not seen more invalidations at the moment. Trying to maximise the track distance. Manic, good or no? Yeah, good lap from you. 17.6. Yeah, nice solid lap. Sees you P4 at the moment. I think you'll be safe for that, I'm quite honest. I know we've got a few more people coming through. Oh, as Cayenne takes a lot of the curb there. Quite a scruffy lap, if I'm honest, from Cayenne. We would usually expect much better from him. I think he just needs to get a banker on the board at the moment. We've got 8.5 minutes left of this session. When he comes to the final hairpin. Flat out through the final corner. Trying to burn the last little bit of ERS that he's got. Crosses the line, P2, it's a 17 flat. You know what, that looked quite scruffy from Cayenne, and it was still a 17 flat, so plenty more time to see in that car. As there we go, we can see what happens if you take too much of that curb. Nando Loris is going to be next across the line. He goes P9. Oh, thought Nando would be a little bit quicker than that, but let's have a look at our championship leader, Wide Vader. as he comes around the final hairpin. Championship battle on the line at the moment. Standings currently separated by 28 points by Kayam. Excuse me, but he sets a comfortable 16.929. Only 7 1,000ths off Rajabosa. So good job from him. Alpha Tower Wolf crossing the line next. He goes up to P12, improves by 4/10. Good job from him. JW Curtis has just started another lap. That is Void on an out lap. A lot of people trying to keep out of the way. Who's that on a lap? Oh, somebody went into the pits. And the Loris isn't on a lap. Who have we got on a lap at the moment? Lloyd in sector 1. Alpha's invalidated. Alpha Tower Wolf invalidated. Alezu. I don't think he's on a lap. No, he's flashing on fuel. JW Curtis has gone for another run. Currently P5, which I think will be safely through. Oh, he's on none. He's on his way back into the pits. Manic Memory's gone for another run. Jundi is on the soft tyre now, so he's about to start his first lap on the soft tyre. I think he's trying to create a bit of a gap, but the V-Carb's also trying to let him through. And that's Void just trying to let him past. No traffic behind. Jundi will now get on with it. Manic Memory will start his lap. Got anybody else on a lap. We'll ride on board with Jundi as Wide Vader retires. He's happy with this time. Gets through turn 1. Plenty of space on the exit. Keeps a nice momentum up the hill. Downhill braking zone into the hairpin. Into second gear. Onto the throttle as quick as he can. Burning a bit of ERS on the exit. Flat out through the right-hander, down into third for up the hill. Trying to keep that momentum. Looked really smooth from Jundi, to be honest. Indecisive braking point there. It's looking like a nice lap from Jundi. I imagine this, if I had to put a number on it, I would go with a 17.5. Just from what I've seen so far. A lot of ERS remaining. Burning what he's got left before the line. Short route to the line. And he sets exactly a 17.5. Good job for him. That'll see him through into Q2. Lazarus not on a lap at the moment. Nando Loris has gone for another out lap. Manic just testing setups. Ah, right, okay. I did wonder why you're going for another lap. Baguette's on a lap. And he's 3/10 up at the moment, which is important for him because that would see him out of the drop zone at the moment. It's close down at the bottom. We've got 6 cars within 6/10 of each other. And the final corner he goes, burning his ERS. Crosses the line, improves by half a second. Good job from him. That's a 17.9. Morgan is starting her lap. Boyd currently not on a lap. He's got none on his ERS. While Jundi is on none, I imagine he's going for another run. His fuel light isn't flashing. Will he go out for another run? No, he dives into the pits. 2.5 minutes remaining of this session. And Void is also into the pits. So I think that might be Void out of this session. I don't know if he's going to have enough time to get into the pits and go back out. We'll keep an eye on it as Nando coming around the final corner. He's a 10th.5 up at the moment. Crosses the line, only moves up to P12. It's a 17.938. You can see how close it is between P11 or P10, sorry, all the way down to P13. Only less than a 10th separates all three of them. So Baguette comes into the pits. That'll be his qualifying session over. Morgan invalidated, so she's going for another run. Currently in P15 at the moment. She's on the brink of going out, while Alfie comes around the final corner to begin his final lap of this session. Alpha Terry Wolf on a lap at the moment, but I don't think he's gaining. Just playing with tyre pressure. I'll help you out. Tyre pressure should be max. Maximum tyre pressures for this track. Alpha Terry Wolf going around the final corner. Will he improve on P14? No, he's slower by 2.5 tenths. So, will that be his last lap? He's got 1:20 to get round the track with no ERS. We'll find out. Morgan is coming around the final few corners. We'll ride on board with Nando Loris, who's diving into the pits. So Nando's qualifying session's over. Morgan fuel light is flashing. I imagine she's got enough to complete this lap. Crosses the line, she improves by a 10th. That puts her up as a P14. So only a 10th knocks Alpha Tyree Wolf down to P15. Currently on the brink. Alpha Tyree Wolf retires. Alfie crosses the line, improved by 3 tenths, or just short of 4 tenths. Good lap from him. That's Alpha Tyree Wolf. Could be out of this session. We'll keep an eye on him. Will he be able to cross the line? He should have enough time to have one more roll of the dice. So Void and Lazarus both out of this session. So the only man that can beat and get out of the drop zone is Alpha Tyree Wolf. Everybody else is safe bar Morgan. Into the first corner he goes, oversteering just a little. Into the first hairpin, he's gone deep and he's oversteered quite a lot. That's not going to help him. Up the hill he goes, into the first DRS zone. He's used a lot of his ERS early. He's improving by just less than 2 tenths, but is that because he's used a lot of his ERS? We'll see towards the back end of his lap. This is his second run on these tyres as well, so as we get further into the lap, we might see him lose out on some time. He needs at least a 10th to try and get into Q2. He goes wide. Oh, careful not to invalidate. He's set pretty much the exact same time as we come into the final section. What time has he got left in Sector 3? Around the final few corners he comes. He's pedal to the metal. He's got 30% ERS remaining. He's missing the apex on the right hand side. Takes the long way to the line. Crosses the line. And he is slower by 3.5 tenths. Morgan gets through to Q2. So we have lost both McLarens in that session. And one V-carb of Void. Close, but I think Alpha Tyree Wolf used a lot of his ERS in the first section, which cost him towards the back end of the track. Yeah, Baguette, full quali. You are through to Q2. Congratulations on that. So you can see how close it is there at the top. Only 1 tenth separating the top 3. As you get further down the grid, there we are. Only 3 tenths separating from P12 to P15. So we've lost Lazarus, Boyd and Alpha Tyree Wolf this session. very close in the midfield. Very close. Going to be an interesting qualifying. So for some reason, it's not showing me the cars. Oh, there we go. I hate full quality. From your YouTube name and your Discord name, no idea who that is. But feel free to tell me. I don't know. I don't know who it is. When I see your name down in the chat. Jundy's got the mediums on again. So that wide Raider is going to be first out today. He was late out in Q1, but he's first out in Q2 as Morgan's left session. Back in. Currently not showing us online. So unless she's having issues at the moment. We'll double check in a moment. Got 14 minutes left of the session anyway. So plenty of time. Oh. I don't know if she's called it quits. She's having issues with her controller, lost force feedback. Which would explain the P15 actually, because well, I know she's better than that. Need another invite. PC blue screened. Oh god. Yeah, no worries. I tell you what, just message in here when you need an invite, and I'll send you one over. Oh, but it's not looking good. Your car is currently. Oh no. Oh no. I don't think you're going to get back in, Manic. Your car is currently stuck, which you can see from Twooge's POV. It's quite hindered. We're running above Wide Vader, our championship leader. Morgan is back in the session, so hopefully that'll solve whatever issues she was having. Oh, he's invalidated. He's gone too wide on the exit. We're right on board with his teammate, Twooge Stary. Telemetry on. Same again. And I don't know who you are in the Discord, just from your YouTube name. But full quality will remain for the rest of the season. If we have 18 or more. Just for this season. We're going to see about next season. 1 second, let's see where Twooge goes. Alezu crosses the line with an 18.3. Wide Vader gives Twooge a nice little toe. And he sets a 17.3. Good job from him. Oh, Manic has joined. I don't think you're going to be able to actually come back in, Manic, unfortunately. Jody Curtis sets a 17.1. Good luck from him. Nando Loris off the pace once again. An 18.2 from him. Radrosa with a very slow lap. Banyal with an 18.1. Good luck from him, but he's beaten by his teammate, who also sets an 18.1. 5/100ths quicker. We've got a Williams of Jundy from across the line in his mediums. That's an 18.6. And then his teammate invalidated. So he dives into the pits. Baguette also invalidated. Yeah, I know, Manic. I've actually been there before, where your car's glitching doing the exact same thing. Unfortunately, there's nothing you can do. And we will see you starting P15 in this race. Which is a shame, because you had decent pace in Q1. If we're going to lap, Cayenne is on a lap. as he heads into sector 3. Oh, he's gone very wide, and it's invalidated him. Gonna have to abort that lap. He's got 2 Ferraris behind, who I don't think are on a lap. I think they are both on in laps. He's got to be careful he don't park that on the corner. I think the other one was Juddy, but he's only on a medium run. Crosses the line. Pretty much that's the exact same time. Twiggy is starting his lap, as is Morgan. She close enough for a little toe? Yeah, a little bit. Wide Raiders on his out lap after invalidating his first run. Rajvosa sets a lot more competitive time at 17.2. I wonder if we'll see anybody into the 16s like we did in Division 1 yesterday. So that's the kick pass. Is Banyol Banyol's on a run? Hopefully Rajvosa gets out of the way, which he does. Down the hill, making sure you don't invalidate on the exit there, like we saw Kyan do a couple minutes prior. Final few corners. It's looking good for the Ferrari drivers at the moment. We've still got half the grid to set a lap, but through Stary sets the fastest lap of the section. Improves on his 17. See him set a 16.9. Banyol improves by 2 temps, goes ahead of his teammate with a 17.959. Good lap from him. Morgan and Twiggy next across the line. Twiggy crossing the line first. He sets an 18 flat. Morgan goes P4 with a 17.4. Much better. So I presume she's having, resolved her issues she was having with the controller. So, a lot better from her. Wide Vader invalidated his first lap, coming around the final corner for his second. 16.9 to beat currently Swooge's teammate in P1. Crosses the line, goes P5 with a 17.475. 1/1000th off the Alpine of Morgan in front. Will that be enough for him? We've got Jundy still to go faster. Kyan still to go faster. Speaking of Kyan, we'll ride on board as he comes around the final few corners. Manic, unfortunately, can't go faster. So he's the only driver we know is out of this session. It does show him in the pits, but he's currently... Oh, Kyan runs out of fuel. Unfortunate. Yeah, Manic is definitely not in the pits. So the big Spartan's going to cross the line. He goes P6. 17.544. Good lap time from him. Baguette starts his... Oh no, he's really coming around the final corner. Got a lot of VRS left. I thought he was going to dive into the pits. Crosses the line. Goes 7th fastest. 17.872. Well done, Baguette. That is a good lap time. Good how you've been practicing. Good job. Will we see Baguette into Q3? It will be his first ever Q3 appearance if he does. Aleza, his teammate, currently on a lap. He's half a second up on his time. So he's looking around the same territory of his teammate at the moment. Final few corners to go. Same again, he's got a lot of ERS remaining. Flat out, decides to take the long route. Crosses the line. Only a P10. 3/10 fastest. Still in the 18s. Currently in that drop on the fringe of going out. Well done, Baguette. But you're not through yet. Still one more lap to go. So, Kyan in the pits, I imagine we'll see all these start to go out with around 2 minutes and 40 remaining. And you want to be one of the last cars out on track to maximise that track degradation. Still happy with Q2. Yep, as you should be. As you should be. It looks like you've been practicing. P7 is a good place to be. Just all about that race pace as well, trying to complete, is it 29 laps, something like that? Just consistently. And Loris improving. I think Sam in the pits, says Manic. Yeah, I know. You trust me on that. Nando Loris currently with an 18.2. Improves by over half a second. Good lap from him. Puts in P7 at the moment. Twiggy on his outlap. Wide Vader going for another outlap. My dad's watching right now, so I have to thank him for helping me yesterday with a new setup. Oh yeah, we did see you got a new Moser. So yeah, thank you for Baguette's dad, because if it wasn't for you right now, Baguette wouldn't be sitting in P8, which we're all rooting for him to get into Q3. Sorry. Right, Wide Vader begins his final lap. We got the Ferrari of Banyol. W's in the chat for Baguette's dad. Let's go. Manic also said he loves my Moser. I love my Moser as well. Jundy on his lap. JW Curtis, Reg Volsa are all still in the pits. Riding ball with Twiggy, who's currently P10, and he's not improving as much as he'd hope at the moment. Half a tenth up on his time as we head into sector 3. Last few corners to go, he's still got 60% ERS. Twiggy could have one more roll of dice after this if he's got enough fuel. Crosses the line, improves by just less than 2/10, puts him up to P8. 1/100th above Baguette, currently dropped down to P9. Wide Vader is going to be next across the line. He's improving by half a second, so much better lap from him. Can he make it a Sauber 1-2 in Q2? DRS open. He does exactly that. Not as quick as his teammate, but comfortably through into Q3 with that time. We got Alezu on his outlap. Baguette starting his final lap. Banyol's going to be next across the line. Oh no, but I think he's a non. So he's going for another roll of the dice. Just less than 2 minutes left of this session. Jundy will be next across the line on what will be his first run on the soft tyre. Currently in the drop zone with an 18.6. Crosses the line, sets a 17.5, improves by over a second on his medium run. That puts him up to P7, just behind his teammate. Kyan's going to be next across the line. No, he's not. It's going to be his teammate, Morgan, who's invalidated. So this lap won't count for Morgan. Twiggy has not got enough fuel, so he is P9 in this session. He's not going to have enough time. Baguette improving by 1/10.5 with the final sector to go. What's he got left in that Aston Martin? He's got a bit of ERS left, I'll tell you that. Burning it as we come around the final corner. He's going to have a little tow from the Sauber in front. Crosses the line. P8. Good lap from Baguette. Improves by 2.5 We've still got quicker cars on track like Kyan. Championship contender at the moment. Will P8 be good enough for Baguette to see him through? He's on a 17.6. JW Curtis retires from the session. Kyan crosses the line and his one and only lap and sets quickest lap of them all. It's a 16.8. Good statement from him. Alfie is invalidated. Will have enough time to cross the line. 6 seconds. He's mistimed it. He's not got enough time to cross the line. Oh, I don't know if he had enough fuel. So Alfie is out of this qualifying session. Alezu, Banyul, Twiggy is out of this qualifying session. So we've lost Twiggy at the moment. Alfie, Manic Memory. So only Alezu and Banyul can go quicker. Alezu on a lap. Nando Loris currently on the brink of going out. Alezu's going to need at least 3/10 to try and get into Q3. He's improving, but it's only less than a 10th in the second sector. He's going to need a lot in this final sector to try and improve. How's Banyul getting on? He's got a Mercedes in front of him. It's Nando Loris, and Nando Loris isn't going quicker. He's on a lap, but Alezu's going to cross the line first. Crosses the line. He's slower by a 10th. Banyul's going to cross the line. Can he improve? He's improving by half a second. He goes to P5. He knocks Nando Loris out of Q2. But most importantly, this man right here, Baguette, is into Q3. Well done from everyone at Wheel to Wheel Racing. You really deserve that. That is your first Q3 appearance. There you are. Kyan setting his one and only lap time, and it's a very good one at that. It's a 16.8, so he's fastest in Q2. We have lost Nando Loris, Twiggy, Alezu, Alfie, and Manic Memory, unfortunately, who didn't manage to set a lap time after his car glitched in turn 3. Kyle, the Aston Martin TP, what have you been feeding these guys? Alezu with a good lap time. He's currently starting P13. Baguette into Q3 for the first time. In P10. It's close as well. Only 8/10 separating the top 10. So it's going to be an interesting final qualifying session. Baguette, I hope you save some soft tyres. Well, you'll get a new set anyway in Q3. Mediums in Q3. Please tell me you're joking. Please. So let me check the D2 chart. Yeah, so I think Morgan has fixed the controller. Nandalor says he thinks he's not got the right setup and he's quite rusty. He didn't race last week, to be fair, either. Yeah, we'll see. Alfie, I thought I was going to get Q3 until turn 1 screwed me over. Yeah, I was worried about that yesterday. What I did, I set 2 laps of fuel pretty much. Well, two fast laps worth of fuel, so that if I did mess up turn 1 on that final run, I still had one more roll of the dice. But yeah, unfortunate. But yeah, he showed you a good pace today. Best advice I can give you in the race is watch them track limits. I think that's going to be a killer, and that goes for you as well, Manic. We know you love your track limit penalties. We're right on board with last week's winner, Raj Vosa, who's shown already he's got pace here today. Into turn 1 he goes. Quite cautious that, but I don't blame him. Get a banker on the board. Up the hill he goes, maintaining that pace. Got a bit of oversteer on the exit. down the hill, braking around 80 metres. It was quite a cautious braking zone. Burning a bit of ERS on the exit, flat out through the right-hander, taking the apex quite nicely. Down to third gear, maintaining that speed up the hill. Down the hill he goes, and back up it as we head into the blind braking zone. Just as he gets to the top, he starts braking. Flat out through the left, into the final few corner he goes, rides the apex nicely, gets back over to get a good run into the final corner, keeping it in fourth, burning the rest of his ERS, keeps tight to the line, making sure he doesn't invalidate, and it's a nice lap from Redrosa, to be honest. Crosses the line with a 16.6. I think that's the quickest lap we've seen all session. Very good from him. Wide Raider, our championship leader, has got a minute to cross the line. Where can he put his Sauber? P2 with a 16.8. The Big Spartan goes P3 with a 16.9. Tuj is going to minute to cross the line. P2 with also a 16.8, so it's close up there. Baguette's going to minute to cross the line. Crosses the line, 17.5. Jundy's going to be next in his Williams. He's straight on the softs this time. 17.5 also, so 5 100 splits the Williams and the Aston. JW Curtis with a slow time of 1:22, so he's got more to give. Wonder if he's going for another run. Morgan's going to make it to cross the line. P5 with a 17.1. So good lap time from her. Will she be able to get into the 16s? Only time will tell. Cayenne going for his first lap of today. Baniel's going to be able to cross the line. Or it might be JW Curtis. No, JW Curtis is slower at the moment. So Baniel, the only Ferrari left of this qualifying session. The only three constructors we got who are both into Q3 is the Saubers, the Williams and the Alpines. Only the one driver from V-Carb, Aston Martin and Ferrari. And Mercedes. Bagno crosses the line, goes P8 with a 17.5, so very close there. 3 people within 17.5s, only 700ths between 3 of them. Morgan, is she going for another run? Nope, she's into the pits, which means Cayenne's going to make it across the line. He's 6 tenths up on his time. So I wonder if he's had a mistake somewhere. He's still got a lot of VRS. Sorry, Duke, I've only read the message now. I don't think it'll matter anyway, because it doesn't look like he's had the best laps, and he'll be diving into the pits. Is it his next run? Right on board with. Tuj is on a lap. Gone for another run. I wonder if he had enough fuel in case he invalidated. Final few corners for him. In the green Sauber. Lost audio. I think it was just you, Manic. Scroll back to the stream, seems fine. Twooge, I wasn't actually sure if he improved there. I missed that, my bad. Manic, I voted you. Who we got on a lap? We got Jundy. Is Jundy on a lap? No, he's not. So Twooge currently P2 with a 16.693. I think that was quicker. I think. I'm not sure. Anyway, only 2 100ths between P1 and P2. It's a very tight grid. 3 separating the top 4. The big Spartan going for another run. 5 minutes left of this session. Dundee on a lap? No, I don't think he was. Go around and ball with the big spine. There he goes up the hill, keeping his foot planted. Down by 3/10 at the moment. As we come into the hairpin, and he's put his ERS on none. He was aborting this lap. Don't think anybody else is on a lap. Wide Vader is making his way out of the pit lane with just over 4 minutes left of this session. Have we got anybody else on track who's on a lap at the moment? The big Spartan has aborted his lap. He gets on a lap, but he's set an identical sector 1 time. Has he got any time left in sector 2? He's improved by a 10th, so it's looking good for him. Could move up to P6. Final few corners to go. Looks like he's utilised his ERS a little bit better. Not got as much left as he comes around these final few corners. Crossing the line, oh, he's into the pits. Must have lost it in that final corner. Sensible, to be honest, because he's 3 minutes left of the session. He can go for another run if he's got any tyres left. That is. JW Curtis will run on board with, who I predicted for pole today. Oh no, I predicted for the win, sorry. We'll see what it's got. Rajvosa looks like he's on fine form at the moment. On track, he won the last 2 races, but he got, what race was it? Can't remember what race it was, but he got it taken away from him due to a penalty. Silverstone. He won Silverstone and he won Singapore, but he got Silverstone taken away from him. Curtis only good enough for P6 at the moment with a 17.393. So Morgan is on a lap at the moment, but she's down on the time by a 10th and a half. 2 minutes left of the session, so she's not got enough time to go in. But again, I wouldn't bother with mediums. You genuinely won't improve at all. And you might need them for the race. Morgan crosses the line, improves very slightly. Keeps a P5, but them 3 100s could be crucial towards the end of the session. Wide Vader improving by 2/10, but has he got what it takes to take home provisional pole? His teammate about to start his lap, crosses the line. It's good enough for pole. It's a 16.574, exactly a 10th clear of Rajvosa. So currently Rajvosa and Tuj on an out lap, as Tuj has just started his lap actually. Dundee just beginning his lap. JW Curtis regaining his ERS to go for 1 more run. We get gone for the mediums. I don't think he'll improve. We've got a bit of traffic going on here, as Cayenne is one of them. Morgan also on none. Is she going to have enough? She must, yeah, I think she's got enough fuel to go for another run. 50 seconds to get to the line, plenty of time. The Sauber's working together. They give it a bit of a tow. Oh, Tuj has backed out. So Tuj not happy with his lap, so he must have enough fuel to go for 1 more run. Does Wide Vader? No. Wide Vader is flashing on fuel as we see Rajvosa flying through turn 1. Jundy's left the session at such a bad moment. Let's get him an invite quick so we can get back in before the session gets underway. So Tuj starting his lap. Wide Vader I don't think has enough fuel, but he's giving his teammate a nice little tow. As he dives to the left, I thought he was going to dive to the right. Oh, and he's invalidated. Tuj will not take home pole in Portugal. Rajvosa and Cayenne still to go. We'll ride on board with Cayenne. through the third sector, and we'll move back over to Rajvosa very shortly. Oh, he oversteers a little bit. He's missed the apex. Goes in a little bit deep. Yeah, how to waste a slipstream for dummies. Rajvosa, is that bailed? He's bailed. So the only man that can beat Wide Vader for pole position is Kyan. He's improving, but is it enough? Crosses the line. Only P7. Wow. Baniel crosses the line. He splits the Ferrari, so that's Kyan down to P8. The big Spartan on the lap. He crosses the line. He's invalidated. Swooge also invalidated. And that is our qualifying order. Yep. P9 from Bigot. Very good job. Oh, well, P10 now, sorry. But yeah, very close there. Only, what, 5/100 separate you from P9. Jundy. Did he get back in the session? I'm going to chuck him another invite just in case. But yeah, Wide Vader taking on pole. Not sure what happened to Rajvosa at the end there. Fuge, obviously, we saw invalidated. Curtis improving on his final run. The big Spartan and Morgan, P5, P6. Good job from them too. Baniel with a very solid P7. Great from him. Kyan, P8. I'm not sure he'd be happy with that. Especially with only 2 races to go after this session. So there we are. Wide Vader taking on pole. Baniel in his first Q3 appearance in wheel-to-wheel racing. Good job from him. And only a second separates the top 10. So, very good pace from all of you. Very close at the top. 210 separating the top 4. Rajvosa lost on the exit at turn 8. That makes sense. That makes sense. So he bailed out of his lap. Right, here we go. For anybody who didn't join us earlier on in the session, there is reported rain towards the back end of this race. If there is a safety car, that will bring that rain more into question. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's going to be intermediate enough at the end of the race. It might, I think it was only like 30% towards the back end, but that increased to 80% if there was a safety car. Husky, rain, make it rain. Yeah, we had to bear with it in D1 yesterday. It was awful. It was horrendous. I think in the end it was probably full wet weather, if I'm honest, but not sure if we've got a ready up time yet. Have a look. 26 minutes past, so we've got another 60 seconds. Or if you twooge, 59 seconds. If you know, you know. I was on a slip and slide, especially out of that last corner was horrendous. I think out of like 30 odd laps, I hit the apex about 5 times. Every time I was drifting offline. But then as soon as you're off the dry line, that was it. I hit it twice. Right. Hope Jundy's back in here. How many laps? 33. I genuinely can't remember. I should know because I was like painstakingly counting my way through them yesterday. But the safe line was the wet line going wide, as Kyle and Jonas showed yesterday. Oh, now Jundy, is he back in actually? Jundy, are you back in the race?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay, we can ready up, I think, yeah? 26.
Yep. 26 and 59 seconds for you. Ciao. Well, not side by side, but I was 20 seconds clear of the pack. And for those that didn't watch yesterday's race, he doesn't mean clear of the pack in front. Yeah, behind the pack. Right, Here we go. We've got 3, 4, 5 red lights in Portimao. And away we go. It's Wide Vader hasn't moved. Our championship leader has had an awful start to this race. Raj Volsa makes his way into turn 1. It's looking very scruffy at the back. There's a Williams side by side. We've got a V-carb in the back going off, a bit of damage flailing there. Oh, it's been a scruffy start to this race. Cars everywhere. We'll make our way through the order. As side by side, that's JW Curtis and Morgan. JW Curtis has the inside line. Morgan might get the better run, which she does. Side by side head into the flat out right-hander. Morgan has made that place. Good job from her. Banyul's up into 6. Amazing start from him. The big Spartans not had the best time, excuse me. That's the Haas of Twiggy. He's dropped down to P16. He's missing a bit of a front wing end plate, as is Alfie. So that was the damage we saw at the start of this race. That is Nando Loris gliding through. Oh, he's missing a large chunk of his front wing. So 15, 16, and 17 all having issues. That is Wide Vader putting pressure on Baguette as Wide Vader's trying to take the inside line. Side by side into the final corner. Baguette should get the better run. He comes over. The random ball with Wide Vader as he takes the left side. And he's on that fresher soft tyre as well, so he's got the better pace as we head into turn 1. We'll go back to the front. Radrosa and Turisteri battling away, both on the soft. Tuj got a lot better exit there. And he's going to make that position work before he gets down into the corner. Tuj up into P1. Wide Vader did have some issues starting the race yesterday in D1, so I wonder if he's had some of them same issues today. I think his PC black screen or something along them lines. He's currently down in P9. So, Baguette has made his way into Q3, but can he get himself some championship points? Currently on 0, we've got a yellow flag. I think that was the McLaren at the back. Got Nando Loris and Alfie battling it out. Alfie's got the inside line. Nando going for the switchback. Both on the hard tyres. Nando trying to make his way through, looking to go up the inside of Alfie. Not managed to make that work. Jundy's past Banyul in the meantime. Banyul looking to fight back. Tui's dropped down to P2. Kyan made his way up into P3. What a start to this race he's had. So JW Curtis managed to repass Morgan. As Alezu and AlphaTauri Wolf battling out. AlphaTauri Wolf, going wide, but he's got the inside for the next corner. Oversteers a little bit, and he gets round in the back by the V-carb. Not sure if he's lost some of his front wing there, Void. Yes, he has. AlphaTauri Wolf oversteering on the exit. I'm not sure if he was pinched by the Aston Martin of Alezu. Kyan is looking very quick. He definitely didn't have the best quality, but he's already making moves on them soft tyres as well. Let's have a look at our tyres. So the top 9 all on soft tyres. We've got Baguette, Alezu, AlphaTauri Wolf and Lazarus all on the mediums. And then we've got our back 3 that have pitted, Manic, Nando Loris and Alfie all on the hard tyres. There are your winners and losers. So Wide Vader down 8. Kyan up 6, which is crucial for this championship. Alfie becomes the first person to get 3 seconds, sorry. So yeah, Kyan trying to fight for this championship lead as he takes the lead of this race. What a start he's had from P8 all the way up to P1. Amazing work from him. Banyul and the big Spartan battling it out. Banyul going up the inside and Wide Vader looking to follow. He's getting his elbows out. He's going to have the better exit up the hill. Down the DRS straight. Will he now make a move on Banyul? He's looking to go around the outside. He's going off the track for it. I think he thought Banyul was going to cover the inside. He took the wide route and he's also might have picked himself up a track limit warning there. He's going to get the move done before the corner. So Wide Vader again a bit aggressive now, trying to make his way through that pack. Morgan and Curtis battering out. Morgan's managed to retake that position. Is the big Jundy going to go up the inside of Curtis? No, he's not. closed a big spat and then for a second. So Morgan up into P4. She's had a good start to this race. Currently 2.6 seconds off the front three. So Wide Vader just out of a second now of Jundy. So he's going to have to pick up the pace just a little bit to try and get the DRS, but the three in front are battling it out quite a lot. And that is JW Curtis going down the inside of Morgan. He'll get that move done before the corner. He's back up into P4. Top three keeping with each other very nicely. Twiggy manages to get an overtake done on AlphaTauri Wolf, but he goes a little wide on the exit. Will AlphaTauri Wolf fight that back? No, he won't. We get going wide there in the background. So Morgan and Curtis still battling it out down the first DRS straight. Jundy looking to pick up a bit of the scraps. Morgan's going to have the better exit on the outside line. And the side by side as they go up the hill. JW Curtis got the outside line. Oh, and they tap! This just caused wing damage to who? JW Curtis. Did Morgan get wing damage? She's also got wing damage, so both have come worse off. It didn't look like a big contact, to be honest. As Wide Vader now looking to try and make some moves. He's got to be careful he doesn't get too aggressive. So Morgan and JW Curtis both taking damage from that. JW Curtis, Jundy sailing through up into P4. He got through that unscathed. Will we see either of them in the pits? No, we won't. They both carry on. Jundy, will he be able to keep hold of P4? That's Wide Vader looking to make a move. He's past Morgan. He's up into P6, and is he looking to pass JW Curtis? Will he go down the inside? No, he's a bit too far back. He'll wait for the DRS zone. He gets a much better exit though. Up the hill, he's already not exactly side by side. Tapping the rear wheel of JW Curtis. He thought about going up the inside. JW Curtis brakes late. Alezu comes a second driver to get 3 seconds. Twiggy and AlphaTauri Wolf battling it out down into the hairpin. Oh, and that's Alezu, who's got a bit of front wing damage from that under braking. So lap 6, and we've already seen a lot of damaged front wings. There we go, front left wing end plate missing from Baguette. Alezu, apologies. So this pack from P6, well, even higher, P4, all the way down to P9. As you see, the top three are all in unison. Will we see Twooge keep hold of this lead down into turn 1? That's Rajvosa pulling out on the Alpine. Rajvosa making his way up to P2. We'll keep an eye on this back. Nando gets 3 seconds. Wide Vader up into P5, but he quickly makes that P4 going around the outside of Jundy, but he's left the track. Jundy side by side. Wide Vader looking to go for the switchback, get the better exit up the hill, down to the DRS straight. Jundy will not get the DRS, which will make an easy pass for Wide Vader, or what should be. He's going down the inside. Jundy will get a better exit. Oh, Jundy oversteering just a little bit. Wide Vader, has he got that move done? Yes, he has. Up into P4 for the championship leader. Action all over the track. AlphaTauri Wolf still out in front of Twiggy at the moment, who's taking the last point scoring position down in P12. Manic passes Alezu around the outside as Alezu has got that front wing changed and onto the hard tyres. So that is, Rajvosa having a little bit of a moment there. Sailing around the outside goes Kayan as they begin lap 8 of this race. Kayan will have the DRS, but I think he's going to be too far back to catch Twooge. Jundy's Wide Vader is going to start this lap in the lead DRS train car. As through goes Jundy. Banyul having a little bit of a look on Morgan. Thought better of it. As we go up the hill for the second DRS zone, Manic gets his first 3 seconds of this race. So Jundy's leading this pack once again. Wide Vader goes around the outside this time. Jundy defends the inside. both seem to get a good exit up the hill. I think Jundy will stay in front for this one. Everybody keeping single file at the moment. To get running a good race in P10 at the moment. It's 3.8, well, it's around 3 seconds from the car in front and the car behind. But he's in a point scoring position, which is all that matters. Nando Loris and Alfie battling out into turn 1. It's a dangerous place to battle it out, especially side by side. Raj also needs to be careful he doesn't fall out of the DRS of Kyan and Twooge, but if he does that, that might be his battle for P1 over. So this time Jundy starts the lap, the lead car. Wide Vader will sail past. We're right above with JW Curtis, who saw that move happen right in front of him. He takes turn 1 rather than ice. I think Jundy's going to be a bit too far back to make a move. Morgan and Banyol need to make sure they keep up both. Sorry, Morgan has the damage wing, Curtis also has the damage wing. Will we see a move from Jundy down into the hairpin? He's going to be too far back. Will we see anything from anyone else? Twiggy also trundling on with that damage wing. We might see a lot of reports for damage wings this weekend. So Rajvosa seems like he's caught up to the front 2 once again. Back in a comfortable zone. JW Curtis flicking on the edge of the DRS zone of Jundy. Seems to be back in it, but he oversteers a lot on the exit. I'm not quite sure where the detection point is. It's coming up around now. He's 1.2 seconds. He's not going to have it. Will Morgan have it on JW Curtis? Morgan will get the DRS. JW Curtis will not. So that'll help Morgan out quite a lot. So Breiter is still leading the pack. Twiggy's managed to repass Alpha Terry Wolf. They go side by side into turn 1. Into the right, and there we go. Morgan gets 3 seconds. Twiggy's gone deep. Alpha Terry Wolf going for the switchback. Alpha Terry Wolf will get the better run up the hill, but he goes wide. Who's going to have the DRS? It's going to be Alpha Terry Wolf. Will we see a move down to the hairpin? He looks to the inside, but Twiggy's too far ahead. Raj Volta now gets the move done on Twooge in an unorthodox place on the track. Twooge looking to fight back. Side by side into the final few corners. Wide Vader and Jundy also doing the same on the same part of the track. Wide Vader back up to P4. This race could look like damage consolation for Wide Vader, as he's 5 seconds away from the lead. They'll need a safety car to try and put him back in contention. As Twooge is in the pits, lap 11. Twooge going for the undercut. The undercut is quite strong here. After also missing the apex. Oh, Curtis gets 10 seconds for speed in the pit lane. He did it in Silverstone, I think, as well. He goes for the mediums. What's Twooge gone for? Twooge, is he going to come out in front of Void? Yes, he will. He's gone for the yellow stripe tyres, the mediums. Void looking to go around the outside, but Twooge is going to have a much better grip. Right, so we'll keep an eye on the front 2. Will these 2 dive into the pits? Twooge feeling like they were losing too much time in that battle. Or has he just gone for the undercut? We've got a yellow flag. Who is that? That is Jundy and Morgan. Somewhere around there. Not quite sure what happened. They don't look like they've lost a huge amount of time. Banyol also pitting. He's gone onto the hard tyres. The big Spartan onto the medium, so Jundy's teammate has pitted. So we'll go back to the front. They have decided not to pit. Wide Vader is not pitting. Morgan's in the pits. Will she get a front wing change? keep an eye. Twooge is going to come past in fresh air. Yep, she will be getting front wing change and a new set of medium tyres. Jundy's gone off. Jundy's had a moment on the exit of turn 1. I think he was all alone. I don't remember him being near anyone, but Baguette's managed to make a move. He's up into P4 now. The big Spartan passing Morgan. Morgan comes out behind JW Curtis, but JW Curtis also got that front wing changed. So the undercut working there. I think JW Curtis was ahead anyway, but the gap is now 1.3 seconds. So will the front runners pit? Swooge in the Sauber's already pitted. He's gone for the undercut. Rajvosa doesn't pit. Neither does Kayan. Will Swooge's teammate Wide Vader pit? Yes, he does. He's got to do something to try and get himself in contention with that top 3. Baguette started on the medium tyres. Doesn't pit sensibly. He's still got a while to go. Grundy gets 10 seconds with speeding in the pit lane. Comes the second driver today to do that. It is quite a short run. So Wide Vader, where will he come out? Twooge now stuck behind Twiggy and AlphaTauri Wolf. He needs to try and make these past as soon as he can. Wide Vader comes out behind Void and Lazarus. He could have done with clearing them two. We'll ride back on board with Twooge, who quickly dispatches the McLaren and the Haas. Quite important for him. Morgan passing Jundy into turn 1. So Jundy on the mediums. Wide Vader passing Void and an easy pass on Lazarus, who is off the track. He's up into P7. When will the front 2 pit? Will it be on lap 13? Rajvosa pits and so does Kayan. Both make it through without getting 10 seconds. But the big question now, where will they come out in relative to Twooge? Twooge, I think, should have at least a second. But he has encountered a bit of traffic. How big is the undercut? Rajvosa gets out in front of Kayan. Twooge coming down into turn 1 now, so that is quite a big gap. As AlphaTauri Wolf comes out in front of Rajvosa. So them two are going to have to pass AlphaTauri Wolf now. Void gets 10 seconds speed in the pit lane. He's the 3rd driver now to do that. So there you can see, it's 4 seconds, the gap between Rajvosa and Twooge now. So undercut proving dividend. Good work there from Tusteri, but does he have what it takes to make them mediums last to the end of the race? Baguette leading the race for the first time in wheel-to-wheel racing. Add that to his bucket list. I can tick it off his bucket list even. As Nando passes Void in the pit lane. So Rajvosa still stuck behind AlphaTauri Wolf in the 2nd sector of the track, where it is difficult to overtake. Meanwhile, Twooge is gaining time down the road. It's now 4.4 seconds out in front. Twooge will be rubbing his hands at the moment as the McLaren is slowing down Rajvosa and Kayan. Rajvosa patiently waiting to make an overtake. Kayan also doing the same. Rajvosa on his left, Kayan on his right. Oof, that could have ended up nasty. There we go, both make it through. Meanwhile, Wide Vader's managed to close that gap down to 4.4 seconds. Race has kind of simmered down just a little bit since the pit stop. Spaniel on the hard tyres, which I'm surprised to see. Excuse me. JW Curtis and Morgan battling it out. Morgan looks like she got the better exit up the hill. Will she make a move down the inside of the hairpin? She breaks late as she missed the apex. No. Curtis tapping the rear wheel of the Alpine, but not really much in that hard racing. She's now up into P10. with Banyul 9/10 down the road. Very close all the way down from P8 to P12 as the Big Spartan passes Lazarus, and now Banyul will be looking to do the same. So he's now caught up to the back of Baguette, who will be looking to pass down the DRS straight. We've got a yellow flag. That is a Mercedes of JW Curtis. What's happened there? He's still got his front wing intact, but he is now just less than 8 seconds off that pack in front. Oh, as we see them all scrapping. Morgan going down the inside of Lazarus. Jundy will be looking to do the same. Lazarus looks like he's burning a bit of ERS. This is for track position. This isn't blue flags. Morgan going down the inside of Banyul into turn 1. She's got that move done. Banyul going wide. Banyul looking to fight back around the outside. But now Morgan's going to lead the train of DRS. She won't have DRS from the Big Spartan in front, who's now managed to create a bit of a gap. Banyul gaining, but not close enough. Jundy manages to go side by side with Banyul. Nanda Loris gets 3 seconds. A lot of 3 seconds today. Jundy, sorry, trying to go around the outside of Morgan, which quickly turned to the inside. Not a place you see many moves there, but Jundy up into P8, 2.6 seconds away from his teammate. Manik gets another 3 seconds, that's 6 seconds for him. Baguette dives into the pit lane. Harvey, Baguette P2, but yeah, it was. And Baguette has made a Q3 appearance. He's led this race. Oh no. Oh no. He's boxed for a set of mediums. He started this race on the medium tyre. So he's going to have to pit once again. He's going to come out. Oh, that was close. Side by side with JW Curtis. Baguette was on for points, and I hope he still is. But he's just boxed for another set of mediums. He's going to have to box again. We'll keep an eye on him as Jundy is side by side with Morgan. Jundy now leading car as JW Curtis still battling away with Baguette, sorry. But he does have them 10 seconds. Baguette, Banyul, sorry, getting a lot of oversteer on the exit there from the hill. I told him to go to lap 19s on the mediums and softs. Yeah, I mean, he's boxed a little early regardless anyway, but yeah, he's gone for another set of mediums. So he's going to have to pit once again. I mean, there's a couple of cars in front that have 10 seconds. That's the only thing you can hope for. But Twu's leading this race by 5 seconds now after undercutting the front two. Have a look at our tyre life. There we are, so he pitted 3 laps earlier than the rest. AlphaTauri Wolf still yet to pit. Everybody on the medium or hard tyre now. Pit stop is like 25 seconds, he won't get that time back. Yeah, I mean, let's have a look from leader. Where is he? 55 seconds at the moment. Yeah, it's going to put him down the order. I mean, he's going to gain time now with this new medium set. So he needs to get his foot down and come in with the softs. Say it as he's battling with JW Curtis as they come towards the uphill in sector 1. Reg also currently holding the fastest lap. Yeah, so Banyul needs to get needs to get his head down now. Get as much life as he can out of these mediums and then box onto the softs with around 3-4 laps remaining. Cayenne passes Radrosa in what looks like he's going to be a battle for P2 now. Alfie's left session. We'll get him an invite. Yeah. So nobody really. Everybody was very close to each other. And now the only 2 cars within DRS. Baguette and JW Curtis as JW Curtis dives to the inside, taps the side wall of Baguette. Baguette stays out in front. Yeah, that's what I thought, about 2-3 laps on the softs. As Alezu passes Manic as both cars are off track. We're running back on board with JW Curtis, who's too far away to make a move into the hairpin. We'll ride on board with Raj Rosa as we come around the final corner. Both cars are gaining on Twoosh now, ever so slightly. It was 5 seconds, now down to 4.5. I did just send you another invite, Alfie. I'll send you another one. So Kyan sets the fastest lap of this race, so you can see the Alpine is starting to put the foot down just a little bit. But Twoosh replying, was 4.5, is now creeping back up. Alezu and Manic battling it out once again. Manic, Alezu going up the inside, Manic around the outside, both on hard tyres. Manic manages to get that move done. Morgan gets another 3 seconds, not like her, she's up to 6. So Manic got that move done, but it's going to cost him as Baguette now gets 3 seconds. So Manic won't have the DRS. Alezu gets that move done before turn 1. Nando, JW Curtis is boxed. So he's decided to get rid of his 10 seconds. Similar thing he did in Silverstone. But I think Baguette will be glad to see that, because he did have that Mercedes breathing down his neck. Jundy back within DRS of his teammate. 2 tenths away now, both on the medium tyres, but Jundy does have that 10-second penalty and speeding into the pit lane. The game's done that glitch again, where you can't take control. It's not showing Ghost anymore. Oh, we got yellow flag. That is the McLaren of Lazarus. Jundy manages to pass his teammate, and Alpha Terry Wolf has finally pitted. And he's gone to the hard tyre. Not what I'd personally have chosen. Hards for what is going to be 12, 13 laps of racing. He comes back out in P11. Manic and Alesu still battling it out. Manic now up into P12. And what is the final point scoring position? As Alesu comes back up the hill and they're getting a little bit caught in with each other. That's the last thing you want. A locked wheel. Manic's going to have the inside. Alesu will have the better run. They're still going side by side through the flat out right hander. Alesu gets 3 seconds. Cut the corner there and he takes a lot of the curb. Oh, Manic. He got out of shape and Manic just tapped him on the exit. Turn 10 is the best overtaking spot in this corner. I think you actually overtook me here, Jonas, yesterday. I was behind. Oh, Manic gets 3 seconds to run wide. I was behind Roy. And I could see you going up the inside, and I was going to start turning in, but Roy just started braking. So I had to bail out of that one. But yeah, it's a nice overtaking spot. It's not the most common one, especially when you've got the DRS a few corners away. It works if you've got another car in front to get the DRS off down the straight. If you don't, it's a little bit pointless. So Alezu rejoined the track and he's down in P14 now. Twiggy Alpha retired from the session after not being able to take control of his car. Yeah, if the pace difference is big, like you're definitely quicker than that. Yeah, that makes sense. Twiggy still got that front wing damage. So when he pitted, he didn't get that swapped over. Raj Rosa, maybe lacking a little bit of pace. goes deep into turn 3, and I don't think he's going to have the DRS. There you go, the rear wing is not open. Cayenne now manages to close that gap from 5 seconds down to 3.8. Meanwhile, Wide Vader only 3 seconds away from Rajvosa now, which now Rajvosa's not got the DRS from Cayenne. Will Wide Vader may be able to make an impact? Inters while full wets rain is better than Inters with Inters rain. Yeah, that just sums this game up, doesn't it? Yeah, Inters are 9 times out of 10 the better tyre. I think Charles boxed for wets yesterday, and he made that work, but I think that was more just a skill gap instead of a tyre gap. So Cayenne boards the final corner, 3.5 seconds away. Meanwhile, Rajvosa has certainly fell out of that DRS gap now. 1.5 second difference. Is there a car in front which can steal DRS from? It's a Mercedes of JW Curtis. Will he get that rear wing open? No, he doesn't, so he's not close enough. Meanwhile, Baguette still on their medium tyres. I thought he was going to pit then. Yep, Baguette still need to stop this race, which unfortunately might drop him out the points. We'll see. Twiggy now for Terry Wolf running a bit of a lonely race, as is Manic now. Nobody really within DRS of the car in front. Lazarus was, but he's just fell out of it as he comes around the final corner. So it's going to be an interesting 8 laps of this race, as Surge pitted 3 laps earlier, I think it was. Began with 5 second gap, but Cayenne has now managed to reduce that down to 3.5. Twiggy gets 3 second time penalty. Cayenne crucially gets points here. Let's have a look at the gap at the moment. So he's 28. 28? Yeah, 28 points difference. And with our points system, Cayenne currently sat in P2 will take on 21, and Wide Vader currently P4 will take on 15. So Cayenne will take on 6 extra points compared to his championship rival, which would reduce the gap down to 22 points with 2 laps remaining. That is how it stands now. Obviously, things could change. Cayenne on the hunt down for that green Sauber. Could he take home all 25 points? Does he have the fastest lap? Yes, he does, so that's an extra point. So that's 21 points. He's now down to 2.8. Here's Twoosh struggling out in front. He doesn't get the DRS from the Mercedes once again. Rajvosa really fell off the back of Cayenne now. Wide Vader managing that to get that gap down to 2.7. Will Rajvosa be able to hold on to a podium though? Jundi gapped his teammate now, but does have that 10-second time penalty. Morgan carrying 6 seconds at the moment. I think that might cost her 1 position as it stands. Baniel 3.5 seconds adrift. As you can see, the pack is very widely spread at the moment. Lazarus caught wraps at the back of Elezu, who does have 9 seconds. Me and Nando Loris had a fun battle. Yeah, I've seen bits of it. Seen a few going wide turn 1. Wide off track. Same difference. But yeah, will Lazarus be able to make a move down turn 1? He should get the DRS. And he's getting a little toll from the Aston Martin. He's gaining, but will he gain enough before the first corner? He's pulling alongside. Bails out the last moment and goes a little bit wide. Needs to keep that momentum as he goes up the hill. Aleza goes deep. Both on the hard tyres. Lazarus getting a good run up the hill. DRS on. He's going down the inside. Brakes late. Manages to get that move done. Good job, Lazarus. Up into P15. And could be even higher with the track limit penalties. Race director for top 5. Let's have a quick look. If I get that kicked out, somebody best invite me back. Twooge has 0. Wow, well done, Twooge. Kyan has 1. Rajvosa has 2. Oh, so touch and go for him. Wide Vader has also 2. So both P3 and P4 on 2 warnings. And Jundi has the 1 at the moment. So yeah, Wide Vader and Rajvosa both need to keep an eye on what they're doing. So the gap now 2.4 seconds between Kyan and Twooge. So that is decreasing lap by lap. We've got 5 laps remaining and Twooge is starting to come up to a bit of traffic, which you would think might hinder him, but he might be able to get the DRS, which could help him gain a little bit of time on Kyan. As JW Curtis and Alesi battling it out. JW Curtis makes a move down into Jonas's favourite corner. As here we can see the Sauber of Twooge catching up to the back of these now, so he will probably get, as Alezu kindly lets him through, but deep down in that Sauber helmet now, he's wishing he hadn't done that. I can tell you Twooge wanted that DRS down into the first corner. I don't think Kyan's going to get it either. No, he won't, but Alezu will. So we're on lap 29 of 33. Baguette still needs to pit. He's still on their medium tyres. Currently sitting P9. Let me double check that. I didn't imagine that, did I? No, so yeah, he's on a medium. So he definitely needs to pit for a new set of tyres. Big Spartan's still staying within that 10 seconds of Jundi. Banyo still keeping within that 6 seconds of Morgan as Nando Loris gets another 3 seconds. He's now up to 9. So JW Curtis, could he still be within points? Oh, that's a lot of maths, I mean, right now. No, I think he's going to be too far away. Maybe. 1.8 seconds on the fresher medium tyres. Could definitely still try and snatch some points. But Kyan still 2.2 seconds adrift. Twooge still with that commanding lead out in front. He did have 5 seconds when he pitted. Now halved. Well, that was 14 laps ago, 15 laps ago. Maybe even more. I think he pitted on lap 12. Something like that. So there are some old mediums. Have a look at there we are. So he's done 19 laps. He's got to do another 3 as it stands. Kyan on the 16 lap old mediums. As is Rajvosa. Wide Vader does have 1 lap older tyres than Rajvosa, but he is within DRS range. So we'll keep an eye on this. This is for a podium spot. Both drivers on 2 track limit warnings as well. So both of them need to keep it clean. Rajvosa, I think, is going to be a bit defenceless into turn 1 with the DRS, unless he can catch up to the McLaren of Lazarus, I think that is. Yeah, it is. But I think he's going to be a little bit too far away. Yeah, he's not going to get the DRS. Nando Lois gets another 3 seconds. There you go. The rear wing of the V-carb isn't open as Wide Vader goes sailing through up into P3. So after the disastrous start to this race, Wide Vader is back up into P3. Good job from him. But will he benefit from the DRS of the cars in front up the hill? He's definitely close enough. There you are. Both wings are open from Wide Vader and Rajvosa. 2 lapped cars will be ghosted, but the McLaren moves out the way, and so does the Aston Martin. Very good from the both of them. So Kaya must have made a mistake somewhere, because he's 3.7 seconds now. It was 2.5. So Twooge could be on for a win in this race. It was a very bold strategy going for an undercut, especially that early, but he's really managed to make it work. He could see that the other 2 were scrapping out and they were all losing time, so he's boxed early, gone for the undercut. And he's about to begin lap 32 of 33 of this race, the penultimate lap of the race. And he is leading this race by 3.8 seconds. His teammate managed to work his way back up to P3. Rajvosa still sticking with him. When will Rajvosa choose to try and work a move? Will he think about one at the end of this DRS straight? Currently 7 seconds adrift. Right on ball, but he's definitely not close enough yet. And as you can see from in front, Wide Vader may get some DRS towards the back end of this lap. Excuse me. I think Kyan's having to settle for second place now. That gap up over 4 seconds. The Trude, after not racing last week in Singapore, has definitely come back with a bang. Ending his poor form of recent. Let's have a look at his form in previous races. So he didn't participate in Singapore. He DNF'd in Silverstone. It was P14 for him in Spa, P7 for him in Canada. His last win being Bahrain. So he's going to end a drought of wins here in Portugal. He's started the final lap of the race. He's got both Mercedes out in front who he's going to be able to take that DRS from. But will Rajvosa be able to make an impact on the Sauber out in front? He's 7 tenths away. He looks like he's going to be too far back. Wide Vader looks like he's going to be able to keep hold of this podium unless Rajvosa can make a spectacular move in the second sector. But he looks like he's going to be too far away. He doesn't look close enough to the Sauber driver, and he's gone deep up the hill. Yeah, that's really cost him 9 tenths adrift now. Twiggy passes Baguette, who is pitting on the final lap of this race. He's doing an Alex Albon. And he's boxed for the hards of all tyres. So where will Baguette come out? Will he still be in contention of points? He's going to come out in P11. Baguette could definitely still be in with points here. But there you can see the rain. So the rain's starting to come down. On the final lap as Trusteri crosses the line and wins the Portuguese Grand Prix. Amazing race from him. Kyan takes P2. Wide Vader takes on P3. Rajvosa has to settle for P4 after what was a great race from him. Jundi looks like he's going to come home on track of P5, but the big Spartan looks close enough that he's going to be able to take that off him. Final corner for him to go. 4 attempts he's got, but the rain's looking like it's putting a little bit of hinder down. Will he be able to take that off his teammate? The big Spartan crosses the line. Takes P5. Good job from him. Morgan crosses the line in P7, but Baniel will take that offer. Baniel finishes P7. Great race from him. Swiggy comes across the line. He's going to take on P8. Good race from him considering he's had that front wing damage. He's done a Charles Leclerc. There you can see, I think it was the same front wing end plate missing as well. Alpha Terry Wolf is going to come across the line to finish P10. DRS disabled. And here we are. Baguette crosses the line to take home his first points of wheel-to-wheel racing. Congratulations to him in P11. Manic comes on P12, but JW Curtis, will he take that off him? Yes, he does. JW Curtis takes on the final point scoring position in P12. So there's your driver of the day, Cayenne. Baguette, that is definitely points. P11, we go down to P12. So great job from you. Congratulations. So there we are. Two Stereo wins from P3 on the grid. Amazing performance from him. Also from Cayenne from P8, taking on P2 and the fastest lap. We only lost the one driver today of Alfie, who couldn't retake control of his car. But yeah, there we are. Standings. We'll get the race director for anyone that needs it. Quite a long one. There we are. If anybody needs it. So that is it for me. Congratulations to everyone today. Big shout out to Twooge who won the race, and another big shout out to Baguette. Thank you to everybody in the chat that kept me company. Bye, Duke. If you've not already subscribed, please do. We'd really appreciate that and all your support. And we will see you next weekend at Vegas. So it'll be our final street track of this calendar. But yeah, that's all for me. Thank you to everybody who came along, and see you then.